Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. So today I'm working on challenge number 15 for the Online Elvis Crop over at My Little Scrapbook Store, and the challenge today is My Way. So it is a layout to create a layout, card or project all about you. And it can be a single page layout, double page layout, card or any paper project. I'm doing a single page layout today with these photos that were actually taken today at the pub. So I'm just going to say about what I like to do. That's what it's about. So I've got these 3 tags here that I've set eyelets into, and this lovely gold very fine thread that was difficult to put in there, and it's quite loose, but I think once everything's stuck down it'll be fine. But that's all I had left, so I definitely wanted to use it. I've got these 2, like I say, 4x4 photos. I've mounted them on white texture cardstock, and I've got this yellow cardstock, which is the one that's got the lightning bolts on. That is difficult for me to see, but that's kind of my connection to Elvis. And then these one little strip of this Camera Vicky Booting paper. This just came from a paper pad. I've got my Uniball pen here in black. I've got this wood piece here that I've painted with watercolour in yellow. I've got quite a few stamps here. I've got 2 washies. I've got my glitter domes and my little faceted gems here. So what I use to do that watercolour is these very old. I mean, when I say old, I've probably had them for like 15 years. Watercolours that, you know, this sort of little bit left here and there. And I have got the Vicky Booting ones that I won in a competition, but I'm not sure if I've even used them yet. As you know, I don't do much mixed media. I've got the Heidi Swap Colour Shine in, is it teal? Yeah, teal. I've got my archival ink in jet black, sunflower, and then this Encore metallic, ultimate metallic silver pigment ink. I'm not a fan of pigment ink, but that's the only silver one I've got, so that's what I've used. And you may think you're on somebody else's channel because I've inked all my edges. Don't normally do that, but I thought it'd look nice to do that on this layout today. And I've done that already, as well as the mixed media, because I wanted it to dry before I started working on the layout. The stamps came from this Simon Hurley stamp set, which is called Trampoline Friends, and I've just taken the one that says I believe in you. I've got two Tim Holtz ones, 2 Tim Holtz stamps, which is encourage your hopes not your fears, which came from Going Somewhere, and the other one is I think it might, where did the other one come from? This one, it's the little things that make life big from Good Thoughts. I've got the cola bottle from Simple Stories Family Fun, and the Treat Yourself one from this stamp set, which came free with a magazine called, was it Clear Impressions? I don't recall, but I've had it for many years. So yeah, I've had it for many years, so it wouldn't be one that would be available. So yeah, I'm doing the My Way challenge, like I've said, over at the Online Elvis Crop. And I'm documenting first of all, I'm documenting my Elvis hoodie that I purchased from the Elvis exhibition in London. But I'm also documenting the fact that I went to the beach with the dogs and had some cola. So yeah, basically just the things that I like to do. That's what I'm documenting today. So let's get going, shall we? I'm going to put the title at the top here, like that. The colours that I've chosen today all fit in with these photos. So the grey, the yellow, and this lovely sort of teal blue colour. And it's going to be a vertically centred layout with not really extending embellishments, but sort of extending paper pieces, because it's kind of this all the way down, but then this bit at the bottom is going to be filled with pattern paper and washi. And then I've got these 3 tags along the bottom. I'm thinking of stamping on a couple of those and doing journaling on the other one. So yeah, this is kind of what it's going to look like. I think what I'll do is I'll start off by putting the title down. Sorry if I just nudged the camera there. See how we can, if we can get this glue to not come out too, you know, too much coming out, because it is that one where it's coming to the end. Still using it. I'm going to put it back on the, I'm going to put it back in the cup where it lives. Now then, I'm going to eyeball this, but I only want to put, I only want to place it down once. I don't want to move it. So they're probably going to be about there, aren't they? I think, and I want it right to the top. So I think that's going to have to do it. There. Oh, I moved it slightly. The glue doesn't matter too much. It dries matte and clear. I mean, it's a bit more tricky on textured cardstock than pattern paper, but yeah, it'll be okay, isn't it? Well, I don't think it'll be noticeable. So then we'll get this piece down, and then the photos I've put up on foam, so I need them to be quite close to the tile, like that. Might use my T-ruler. And then what I'm going to do is sit them on this, so but with a gap underneath. There. Oh, that doesn't seem right, does it? Oh, I know why, it's because that's go with. Right. So, how much of this do I want showing? I think that's probably right. So we'll pick those up, hold this down, and then pop that across there. Easy. Easy peasy when you know how. Now then, this one is going to go underneath that. And these are not really cut straight, and when I was trying it earlier, you know, they didn't really sort of, there was a little bit of a gap, but I'm not too bothered about that. What I'll do is use my T-ruler again, just to get this on the edge properly. I'm going to butt it up against the other one, and like I say, I'm not too bothered if there's a gap in between. Actually, I will use the ruler for that as it's there. There. Now then, does that look okay? I think it does. Yep. Now I'm going to do my washi tape. I always use tape underneath, washi tape, because, you know, it doesn't in my experience, it doesn't stay down if you don't do that. Now then, should I use the black first or the gold? I think I'm going to use the, oh, should I use the black first? Yeah, I'm going to use the black first. Pop that along there. And the other washi tape, I think I've only got enough, so I've got to be careful, because I think I've only got enough. And then it'll be finished. I'm just going to tear that off there. What I'll do is I'll trim it off once I've finished. Put a little bit of tape under here. So I'm really excited about this crop. It's been going on since Friday, Sunday today, finishes today, but I think you've got the whole month to do the challenges. And I said before that there are prizes, but not for me because I'm in the UK. But there are prizes, so if that's something that interests you, then pop on over and have a look. It's like, you know, Elvis. What more could you want? I think this washi tape is definitely going to run out on this layout. Oh gosh. That's it, look, all gone. Finished. That's going in the recycling. Finished. I think what I'll probably do as well is add a staple. Just going to trim that off. Trim the edges of that off. So yeah, I've decided to go with the colour of my hoodie, which is grey, and the yellow and the gold, or grey. So when I was first started, because the pub we go to is near the sea, it's by the beach, and it's called the Steamer Inn, I was sort of going to go with a nautical theme, but it wasn't really working for me, and I thought in the end I'm just going to go with, you know, just not a nautical theme, a me theme, or Elvis. I don't think I've got any musical notes going on here. So there, so we've got all this kind of like banner. I've created like a banner piece, haven't I? Probably 2 or 3 inches along the edge of the paper, which is what I was intending to do. I staple this on. It's not particularly what I want, like as an aesthetic, but it's more to just, you know, keep the washi tape stuck down, at least on the edges. Right, just staple that. I'm not going to staple the pattern paper at the moment, because like I say, it's not the aesthetic that I'm going for, it's just the secureness of the staple. I do like staples though on layouts, as you know, if you follow me, but today that's not the look I'm going for. So what I was thinking was I'd probably do a bit of stamping here and here, stamp on these, and journaling on here, if I've said that already. Which photo do I want? Here. Does it matter? Don't think it does. They're both like really, really similar, aren't they? I think I'll go with it like this because I'm going to do them slightly. Oh, that is so not straight. How did that happen? Oh my gosh. Oh, look, it's so not straight. Oh, you know why? Oh no, I thought it was because the pattern paper wasn't straight, but that is not the case. It's me that's not done it straight. I'm trying to cover up the, well, I said I wasn't going to bother about the gap, but obviously I was trying to, I don't know. So now the washi tape's not straight, is it? Do you know what? How did I even do that? I hope you weren't that screaming at the camera telling me that. You probably were. It's obvious, isn't it, when you look at it? Right, okay, so that doesn't look right now, does it? And I've stapled it. So I think I'm just going to leave it. It's fine. It's part of the design. I've decided. Okay, so have I got my eyes open more in one photo than the other? I don't think I even have I? Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. I don't know why I'm dithering, because they're very, very similar. But what I need to do first is stamp here. I want to stamp there. So let's get my little stamp block. I can find one of my new ones that are quite clean. And I'm going to stamp in black, I think. Yeah. Now then, I don't want this to go. I wonder if I did that wonky because I had the layout. Oh, I don't know. Too late now anyway. Okay, so I'm eyeballing it again. I'm going to just do this one here. Just there. It's okay to say you believe in yourself, isn't it? I think it is. I do believe in myself. I also quite like scrapbooking myself. I know a lot of people don't. But I do actually. So I like nothing more than getting myself on a scrapbook page. Okay, so I know it's going to leave a gap there, but that's fine. Here, now then, what do I want to do here? Do I want to do the treat yourself stamp, I think. Where's my new little you know, stamp block. Treat yourself. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? I like that a lot. So it's kind of, I'm sort of I am treating myself by having a drink of cola here, because I absolutely love my cola, but yeah, trying very hard not to drink as much. So yeah, I'm just trying to drink it when I go out, like if I go to the pub or something, and not at home. So yeah, I am treating myself, really. That's what I mean by that. Now I'm wondering whether I only had one glass of cola. I call it pop. Just doesn't look right, does it? It looks a bit off balance. I think I'm just gonna stamp. Just fill the space with it. I'm gonna do another one as well. Normally I would take the ink pad to the stamp rather than the other way around, but it was convenient to do it that way then. Okay, so I think that's fine. Do you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to stamp that one again there. Maybe like a shadow stamp of it. So ink up the, sorry if the thing's moving. Ink up the stamp. Stamp it off once and then see what it looks like on the second. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So stamp it off once and then stamp it there, that's fine. The first one doesn't look too dark, does it? But that's okay, I don't mind that kind of thing. Right, is that all the stamp? Oh no, I wanted to stamp on these as well, didn't I? So I'll do that now once I've got the ink pad here. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take the stamp to the ink pad again. Tim Holtz stamps, as you probably know, are amazing quality. You don't really have to worry about how they're going to stamp. Yeah, they are an investment piece, of course. They're not inexpensive, but yeah, they're just such amazing quality. Because my ink pads I've had for years. I mean, I very rarely change my ink pads unless they run out. I've got some re-inkers for some of them, but not all. Where's the other one? There's the other one. So yeah, if you don't get a crisp, clear image, or you know, it's not very dark, then that's more than likely you rather than the stamp. That one can go here. There. Oh no, that is part of the stamp. I thought I'd rocked it too much, but I haven't. It's part of the image. Just gonna get rid of some of the ink off of those. I do like to try and look after my stamps if I can. I'm quite good at it usually, cleaning them and what have you. Or I think Tim Holtz probably does say to stamp off of the paper, you know, to stamp onto scrap. I'm sure he says that. And that is a good idea too. Because I have got StazOn cleaner, which is what I usually use to clean my stamps with. But it can damage those clear stamps over time. It can harden them. They sort of harden a little bit. Right, that's good, isn't it? I like that a lot. Now then, we can get these down, can't we? I'll just get the glue on those. Okay, so I've added the tape rather than wet glue, and I've added the foam to the back of those. So I'm going to get these two down now. I think that one's going to go a little bit lower, slightly offset, and this one's going to go here. Yeah, offset again, which I like to do. Right, so that's the photos down. My hands are a little bit dirty. Do I like that? Do I want it higher? No, I'm not going to peel it up. That's bad. Right, okay. So, I've got to do the journaling on here. I've done my stamping, done my washi tape. I've added everything, haven't I? I've got to add the date. I'll just do the date. I'm going to put the date on here. So, I was waiting to add the foam until after I'd done my journaling, but because I stamped those two and added the foam, I forgot. So I'll just put the date here at the bottom, like that. I'm not going to shadow stamp today. I'm just going to do the one stamp, the date, because I want to do my writing and I don't want to run out of writing space. So I think I've got to decide about this, whether to use this or not. I'm thinking I probably won't now, but then I've got to decide whether to use these. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these dots in the canvas because I really like using a striking colour in the centre of the canvas. And I'll blue, yellow. I was going to use just blue, but I think I'm going to alternate. And I do love the actual design of these lenses, and I don't actually like covering them up, but you know, I don't know, I love my embellishments as well, so I think I am going to do that today. Because there's like an odd number of lenses, that's good. It means I can alternate the blue and the yellow quite easily, with the blue being on the outside, which I like the look of. These gems, I've said before, they come with that strip of adhesive, but they're like all stuck together, so you have to kind of separate them. So I may have to add a bit of wet glue to them. Oh, I do really like that though. Now then, I'm not even sure I can add any more like these ones I was thinking of adding. I'm not even sure that I can make that work. I don't want to fill those corners because I do want, although the bottom half of the layout is kind of quite full, I do still want it to be like a vertical design. So if I fill my corners, that takes the eye away from that, and I don't want to do that on this layout. I think this layout might be finished. I have got to do the journaling. What I'll do is I'll stick these down. I'll put the glue on the back. I'm going to stick these two down. I want it to sort of kind of be equally spaced if I can do that. I think that's okay. Then I'm going to do the writing on that, stick that one down, and then I think this layout is finished. I'll do this off camera because I've added the foam and I don't know how easy it's going to be. I'm going to use my black Uniball pen for that. I've said already I'm not going to add any of the splatter. I thought I was, but I'm not. Could add it here, couldn't I? What do you think? Oh, no, I'm not going to, because if I don't like it, I can't take it away, and I actually like the layout as it is now, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, so yeah, wood title that I've used my watercolour, mica watercolour ink on. 2 4x4 photos, centrally placed horizontally, with this kind of banner piece that stretches across the whole of the layout. Lots of stamping, my 3 tags here, my little gems, and my washi tape. It looks a bit wonky, but you know, I think because I've put the photos offset, I think that looks okay. That's what I'm going to say anyway. I probably am going to staple this down, but not that. So yeah, that's all done. So the My Way challenge over at My Little Scrapbook Store, challenge number 15 of the weekend. Go on over there, have a go, scrapbook yourself, and let's have some fun. So once again, thank you very much for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.